Yo, this dude in the comics looks so ugly.
Omni-Man, the invincible champion from
Oh
Planet
yeah,
Filter.
they said that.
Homelander, the world's greatest superhero, brought to you by Vought International.
Bro, if
Few
Homelander
heroes have
wins,
stood the test of time with more aplomb than the
I
very
don't even know
first,
this guy, bro.
Superman. But what if absolute
I've never
power
seen
did,
the show he
in
comes
fact,
from, so I don't know
corrupt?
if he'll win or not.
Absolutely.
Answer: we're all screwed. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's Omni-Man. Had you going there for a second, huh?
Not really. His name is in the title of the video.
Well, you might be forgiven for mistaking Nolan Grayson for his classic comic inspiration. He's even got that sexy mustache that he's not afraid to hide with terrible CGI. Born on the planet Viltrum, Nolan was sent to Earth to act as its superpowered alien defender and spread the enlightenment of his utopian homeworld.
And as his superhero alter ego Omni-Man, there was no
Really
one better
wants his
suited
son
the
to
task.
think.
He saved the world countless times, worked alongside the Guardians of the Globe, and even married and had a son, Mark.
Yo, did you watch that
Life couldn't be
Netflix
better
show?
until
It's about
Mark
gods,
inherited
or
his
not
dad's
gods,
Viltrumite
superheroes.
powers. That's
And
when
they get
Mark
like
found out that
absolutely
his dad
slaughtered
was a
by this
stinking
dude.
rat bastard liar.
What, by
Turns
Omni-Man?
out, Viltrum wasn't exactly
not
the peaceful
Omni-Man.
utopia Nolan promised.
I
Peaceful
forgot what
in
it
the sense
was.
that they culled half their population, murdering billions with their bare hands until only the strongest were left, united by a common purpose.
This Viltrumite empire then went on to conquer planet after planet in their home galaxy, murdering any who dared oppose them. So just scratch that whole peaceful part entirely.
And turns out Omni-Man was here to do that same thing to Earth. Sorry, Mark. Your dad's a dick.
Oh!
Even worse, he's easily
Oh, yeah,
the
have you
most
seen
powerful
Invincible?
being on the
I have
entire
not.
planet.
Bro, you
Imagine
gotta
combining
watch
the
it.
raw
It's so
power
good.
of a
It's
Viltrumite
8
where can I
episodes.
watch
and the bloodlust of a Saiyan.
Amazon
And what
Prime.
you get
It's
is
free.
basically a Viltrumite.
Oh, okay.
Due to
Alright,
their
I do
unique
have time.
DNA, Viltrumites are
It's like
composed
8
of
episodes,
smart
bro.
atoms
An
that they
hour
can
an episode,
manipulate
I
to
think.
achieve superhuman feats,
Nice.
like holding their breath for weeks
got more
on end by
shows to
drawing
watch.
more energy from the oxygen inside them.
Kind of reminds me of that whole
Yeah, bro, they're
bioelectric aura thing
they're
Superman
making
has.
season
That's
2.
basically how comic
so
writers bullshit a sciencey
hopefully it'll come out
explanation
soon.
for his powers.
Except smart atoms make even less sense. How can atomic structure be designated by your DNA? DNA is made of atoms. It's completely nonsensical.
Oh, it's called
biological
Jupiter's
hogwash
Legacy.
that I cannot stand.
Oh, I've never seen
Uh-oh,
it.
comics fans, I'm calling this.
It's like a
debunked.
fake Dark Side.
Viltrumites can fly,
And
withstand
versus,
near
like, the
absolute
DC
zero
people.
temperatures,
Oh.
and even possess insane
But in
healing
their
factors.
own-
You know, stuff like getting punched through the
in their
stomach,
own
having
world.
your
That
guts
shit's
ripped
pretty
out,
cool.
or having your face
Gotcha.
smashed up
Their
in a
gore
tomato
is
soup.
crazy.
I don't mean to exaggerate, but Viltrumites in this series get fucked up and somehow survive.
However, too much trauma to the brain or heart can overtax their healing factors, and intense heat can be especially damaging.
Even the most powerful Viltrumites can be killed by extended baths in the spicy hot plasma of a star.
And because of their abilities, their inner ear vestibular system is far more sensitive than regular humans. Intense sonic pressure will disrupt their fragile equilibrium and even prevent them from flying.
Though pushing themselves to their physical limits only ends up making them way stronger. And considering Nolan has been alive and planet conquering for thousands of years, he's easily one of the toughest Viltrumites around. Like other
No
aliens
way that's in the
attacking
show.
him will literally
Bro,
splatter their
it's
bodies
so
against
gory
him.
in the show,
But
bro.
Mark didn't inherit
Okay.
everything
It's
from
so
his dad.
good.
Despite his alien genes, Mark was raised as a human with our weak, pathetic human values like love and compassion and not brutally murdering the shit out of everyone you see like a maniac. Really made it difficult for Nolan to relate to his kid.
Such as when these aliens invaded Earth. Mark tried his best to minimize casualties and outsmart his numerically superior foes.
Nolan, meanwhile, tackled their leader through the portal back to their homeworld, then spent some time systematically annihilating their planet for even daring to take Earth from him. Classic generational divide.
Annihilate is underselling it. Nolan flew so fast that his body lit their planet's atmosphere on fire, creating massive country-sized explosions, with his own body as the projectile.
Omni-Man has flown across galaxies in only a week, survived punching a hole through a planet, and even deflected a meteor the size of Texas.
Assuming that means the diameter of the meteor is equivalent to the distance from the top of the Panhandle to the Gulf of Mexico, that would make it 1,300 kilometers wide.
And weigh over 4.6 quintillion tons. Moving at re-entry speeds of over 11,000 meters per second, it had hit with enough energy to destroy the moon twice over.
So Omni-Man is strong enough to slaughter those who considered him an ally, the Guardians of the Globe, all to ensure as seamless a transition to the coming Viltrumite rule as possible.
Too bad for Nolan, it wouldn't be that easy, because he'd have to go through his son first.
Mark was horrified by his father's treachery, spurred on by the reveal that Nolan only viewed his mother as a pet, a disposable broodmare. Invincible fought Omni-Man to save the planet.
And that's when Mark's real Viltrumite training began. Get it? Training? Like the train?
Yes, we get it. It was a good pun. Jesus.
But if anything, it was Omni-Man that learned a lesson about humanity that day.
He may have tried to turn Mark into a Viltrumite, but in reality, as Nolan fled Earth with tears in his eyes, Mark made his father human.
Yeah, bro, you gotta see that shit, bro. It's so good.
Welcome to Vought International, a multi-billion-dollar American conglomerate whose #1 products are the greatest superheroes on the face of the earth.
That's right.
What is this,
Superheroes
bro?
are real and they're big business.
Imagine a company that possesses a monopoly on popular culture, pumping
That
out
dude-
movies,
that dude
TV
look
shows,
like
action
Snake
figures,
Eyes.
and video games constantly, drowning the masses in a slurry of focus-tested nostalgia opium with no end in sight.
Yeah, imagine.
Within Vought's pantheon of gods among men is their premier super team, the Seven, and its leader, Homelander.
He's got the looks, the charm, the Jesus, and most importantly, he's got the power to slaughter all of America's enemies at home and abroad.
Oh my
This guy
God.
probably eats freedom and shits eagles.
But Homelander's squeaky clean corporate sheen is only skin deep. Far from the big blue Boy Scout he's marketed as, Homelander is probably the closest thing to Lucifer on Earth.
Remember Bad Future Biff from Back to the Future? Now give him superpowers and media training.
Vought's official story is that Homelander was an alien who landed here as a baby, a tale we're all familiar with.
And one that's total bullshit. Homie was made in a lab with Vought's proprietary super soldier serum, Compound V.
And he was a
Super
complete
soldier as a
success.
baby?
Too much of a
Damn.
success. He was murdering rooms of terrified scientists before his
No!
umbilical cord was even cut. In the comics, Vought had to keep a remote-controlled hydrogen bomb strapped to him at all times because they had no idea what else could possibly kill him.
As he grew up, he was subjected to psychological conditioning to make him the greatest and most profitable hero of all time.
It wasn't long before he debuted as Homelander, the ultimate defender of the American dream.
Homelander possesses massively superhuman strength, speed, and durability. He can fly at hypersonic speeds, see through walls with X-ray vision, and detect a person's emotional state from just the sound of their heartbeat.
But you know
What?
you're done for when he breaks out his heat vision, which is strong enough to slice through crowds of people
Oh my-
or split
Yo!
airplanes.
Yo!
Or screams
What
so
the
loud
fuck?
that it shatters the
I gotta
eardrums
watch
of
this show
anyone
now.
around.
Right.
Those are innocent bystanders whose ears are exploding, by the way. Oh yeah, he totally
he's gonna
botched
use
this
that
mission
against-
to stop a plane hijacking, so he forced each and everyone on board to die in the resulting crash so they wouldn't reveal his incompetence.
Well, Homelander's powers may be real,
Yo!
but his heroism is
That's
a charade.
crazy.
Though he plays his part well, he cares nothing for the peons he's forced to protect.
The only thing
Peon.
he
Yeah.
treasures is, ironically, his public image. Turns out being raised as a lab experiment doesn't create a healthy person. But don't worry, he eventually cleaned up his act and started a totally 100% healthy sexual
Whoa, what the
relationship
hell?
with a fellow superhero who just happened to be an actual Nazi.
Did he just laser
Speaking of
her
sex,
boobs?
Wiz, you know how I'm always saying we should
Yeah,
figure out how Superman and Lois get busy? Well, forget that,
Superhero
because Homelander
kink.
proved that they can't when his ejaculation blew his partner to smithereens.
There's no way to sugarcoat this. Considering a human's load has much less mass than a shotgun pellet, it would have to be moving significantly faster to achieve the same kinetic energy, over 1,500 meters per second, or 4.5 times faster than sound.
That's right, Homelander can bust a nut faster than the speed of sound. Well, good night, everybody. Ooh, kinda sucks for humanity that they made this dude the most powerful being on the planet and a psycho murderer.
That's no exaggeration. Stillwell even commented that Homelander has proven immune to every weapon known to mankind, no matter how powerful. Humanity literally lacks the ability to kill him.
That'd include nuclear weapons as powerful as the Tsar bomb, which exploded with the energy of 50 megatons of TNT.
Actually, it could have exploded with twice that. But the Soviets who created it were afraid it would irreversibly alter Earth's biosphere and end the world. That's right. We all almost died.
And that's the kind of shit Homelander can shrug off no problem. He's strong enough to throw a jet with one hand and fast enough to outspeed a C4 explosion.
Despite being an emotionally stunted man-child, Homelander is still surprisingly cunning and able to manipulate those around him.
Though it
Pretty sure this is
probably
on
wasn't too
HBO.
smart to piss off the world's angriest limey,
Might have
Billy
to watch
Butcher.
this, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
turns out forcibly fathering a bastard
seen
son
Invincible,
with
but
someone
not
else's
this.
wife is not a good idea.
Of note, as unjustifiable as it is, to Homelander, this gave him something he never had before. Some small measure of control over his own life.
Being born Vought's star pupil meant he was under their thumb from the day he was born. His superpowered son was the first thing that was truly his and might be his best option for a new beginning. Or not.
Hey,
I'm
Stars
pretty sure
set
I'm
in front of the
the
data
man.
through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Oh, it's a good edit.
oh, it's good animation, yeah.
Not that stupid pixel bullshit.
Howdy, neighbor. Coco? It's warm. You know, Nolan, Homelander is more than just a superhero. It might be cynical to say this, but he's a brand. And it's very important to me that that brand means something. And if I'm playing second fiddle to some goddamn alien, what's really the point, right? What do you think, Debbie?
Oh shit.
Hey, yeah.
Aw, she's
Killed his
shy.
wife.
So, do we have an understanding? Get the fuck out of my country.
Oh.
I'm going to feed you your own heart. Shit. That was a great line.
Country? Seriously? I'm not here for your country.
Oh my.
Oh shit.
Never been hit by someone your own size before? You have to turn with the punch to reduce
Impact.
better.
Yo.
It's just rage.
Alright, so that prevented him from flying.
What's the matter? Are you going to cry?
After I'm done with you, I'm gonna flash by that little shit son of yours! This worthless neighborhood! And every goddamn person you know!
Oh!
Oh shit!
I'm gonna feed you your heart.
Remember what I promised you. Now swallow. Merry Christmas.
That was
Yo,
sick.
that was
If there's a
so
God, it sure
sick.
seemed like he was working out some aggression there.
Despite Homelander's dominance within the world of the boys, he's a big fish in a small pond, relatively speaking. Homelander can move faster than sound, while Omni-Man can move faster than light. Homelander can survive a nuke, while Omni-Man can shatter the moon twice over.
To be fair, Homelander did have a couple of abilities Omni-Man didn't, like his heat vision.
And while Viltrumite healing factors have failed against continuous exposure to the heat of stars, that still took quite a bit of time. And there's no reason to think Homelander's heat
Yo,
vision
that
was
looks
anywhere near that hot.
crazy.
Hell,
Yeah, I
Nolan's
know.
take heat vision from the superhero means Supreme before, who can vaporize people in an instant.
Even if it was hot enough, Omni-Man's superior speed would cut him off before he could do any lasting damage. Similarly, despite being able to disrupt his equilibrium with his supersonic screaming, Homelander wasn't strong enough to capitalize on it in any meaningful way.
Plus, while Homelander is pretty devious when the situation calls for it, Omni-Man has been fighting and conquering worlds for thousands of years. He comes from a warrior culture based on fighting. Homelander, on the other hand, comes from a test tube and never had to push himself as a fighter because he was always so much stronger than everyone else.
And that's the key difference between them. One is a warrior, and the other is a bully. Homelander was never going to give up easy, but Omni-Man's skill, power, and Viltrumite heritage earned him the win.
When it comes to Superman knockoffs, Homelander had to eat his heart out.
The winner is Omni-Man.
Wow. Alright, who's next?
Death Battle is back, and we've launched a brand new membership program for our YouTube channel. By directly supporting our team, you'll get unique emotes, badges, and additional content, and a bunch more. Click that join button to see more info, and thanks so much for watching.
Okay.
Oh, Magneto.
Who the?
Yeah, I don't know.
Old anime.
We agreed to be roommates, we said.
Oh shit, JJ, you're. When did you get here?
A while ago, when I was explaining Homelander's abilities.
Oh shit. Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah.